Okay. Right through. Don't aggro anything. Get here faster. Start with the Iron Fur. That was a ping issue there. That grouping right there was a second late just because I actually straight up missed my Moonfire. Stop this. There we go. All feelings up. That grouping was a second late just because I actually just... The ping got me on that Moonfire on these mobs. Just in time for the key. Let's do it. Let's do it, T-Mac. We're here. We're here. We're doing it. There's a 15 Floodgate. Watch the frontal here because I'm out of Incarn. An easy 15 Floodgate. So I'm going to try to chain pull this as best that I can. I have to stealth right here. And we're going. We're going. And we're chaining this as fast as we can for my DK stacks, among other things. Okay, we get that one crab in here. That was the plan. Just the one crab in here and the two in the next pull. The ping is... I'm starting to notice the ping a little bit. It's like it's getting worse over the key, but that's fine. This is going to be an SI to fill this right here. On these pinches. Now I'm just going to watch my health at the end of this pull. I will actually have to watch my health here. Lunar Beam is up. And then I'm just going to watch out for that cast right there. And then we're good to go, basically. I wonder if Ditch will catch... Dis already got nerfed, but it's still so good right now. Because people just swapped to Oracle and then, like, made that work. I'm not actually sure. Okay, 2 crabs. Boom. Pull. 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 And get that loader bot immediately. And I have off healing up. And then we're fine. And we do big dam. Alright, vortex them. So that guy gets snapped back. Just out of the vortex. And we're good. Yeah, Oracle, the shielding is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. I even noticed it as a tank, to be honest, on some tank hits. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I see a giant ass shield on me for like 10 mil, and I'm like, okay. So then I'm chilling, you know? This one overlap here is a little bit tough, but otherwise we're gonna be just fine. There you go. So if we needed any more percentage, I even feel like pulling another crab into the next pull is fine. Like, just adding a crab here or there is not a big deal if your tank is fine. I need a tiny bit more prio damage on this guy. Because I cannot chain up just yet. And he's probably going to get one more scaffold, maybe. Yeah, you can't stun that. Oh, he's almost dead. Okay, good. So we'll go ahead and group this immediately. We'll let our healer basically do that. And grab this. And then it all groups in perfectly. And then we got the vortex to snap them back when they try to leap out. Okay, watch threat real fast. This unholy, I'll take pleasure in one thing, by the way. This unholy has not ripped threat from me a single time this whole key. You know that? Since we've been playing, he has not ripped threat from me once. Because I'm a bear, all right? Because I'm not some squishy, I'm not some bad threat VDH, all right? I'm a bear. He hasn't ripped threat from me once. Not a single time have I actually lost aggro to anybody. Yes, Unholy does with big cooldowns. If on a VDH, when they're gathering and stuff, they can absolutely lose threat. Unholy right now is like huge burst damage, so it often, in fact, does lose threat. But VDH is also just not a good tank for threat. Okay, VDH is cracked right now. I'm not trying to argue that VDH is not cracked, okay? Like, VDH is super good. And then we're going to pull this boss since we're coming this way. We can pull this boss toward here. We have this for the first tank hit. I'm fine. So VDH threat is not actually that good. I'm not going to argue that Bear is better than VDH right now. I'm just saying I think Bear is not that far behind, right? But I wouldn't argue that it's better. I think better is maybe like a take. But VDH in particular does not have good threat. VDH has very bad snap threat, which is why a lot of teams who are playing with VDH right now are experiencing threat problems. We just SI the next hit, and then I'll have Incarn back. I like that there's pretty much always ways to clean keys up. It's one of the cool things about keys, right? Is like there's actually always ways to just improve how you play the key. So we'll hit Heart of the Wild here. I'll get a nice little tier set proc, actually. And I've also maintained my 20 stacks of Kazan the whole time. I have Symbiotic on him. That's all I can give at the moment, because I do want to hold this Incarn for a second. I lose a tiny bit of damage on this boss, but if I hold the Incarn for 2 seconds, then I'll be up for 2 Electro Crushes instead of 1 Electro Crush, which is actually a pretty big deal for me. Cool? Yeah. Then we go like this. Because then I can just do big dam right here, and we're good. Bear and VH, Bear isn't the best either. Bear is pretty, I haven't lost, Bear struggles with snap threat if you don't hit everything with a Thrash. It has snap threat issues, but like, I think Bear is pretty good at threat. It depends if your team gives you a second. Like, if they pull early, then I'm messed up. Why did he pain sub me? I'm in Incarn. I mean, I guess he's just like, well, I got pain subs, I might as well send it. It's weird that he's pain subbing me there, though. Like, that's not, like, actually, if he pain sub me on the next one, I could hold Bark. But he's pain subbing me just, like, at random times when I don't need it. Like, so now I'm going to do this. But it was a weird time to pain sub. We have to make sure that ad dies. But overall, pretty good. Nice. I still think people are underrating Bear a bit. I think that Bear might even see play, by the way. I think it's possible that you see Bear in the MDI. Or the TGP that's coming up. They combined it, right? I do think it's possible that you actually see Bear. I think you're playing VDH so long as there's no nerfs to it. I do think that realistically you're playing VDH. But maybe. See? If he just Oracle shields me like that, I definitely don't need a pain sub. I need to pull him out a little bit, sorry. For my melee. And then I have Bark. Yeah, as long as I rotate like this, like, this boss is pretty chill. Easy enough. I cast one Frenzied. And then I have a decision. If I want to hit Incarn, I can hit Incarn. If I want to hold Incarn, I could hold Incarn for the next pull, because the next pull does kind of hurt, and I haven't pulled any of it with boss. I have to make a decision. I have to make that decision kind of soon. This next Electro Crush does not kill me. I'm just going to actually use a health potion here, and I'm deciding to hold Incarn, which was my decision. These ads are not dead. Okay. I have the Frenzied here. That lasted a very long time. But we have big defensives here. My healer is definitely kind of panicking right now. I can't tell if fire is fake or if most players just can't play to the same level. Fire is hugely skill capped, to be honest. I think that fire is gigantically skill capped. I have not been impressed by any of the fire mages that I've personally played with, I'm not going to lie. Like, I have not been impressed by any of them. It's a personal thing, but, like, for some reason, I just don't trust them. Yeah, I haven't played with a single fire mage who was like, oh, I definitely want this mage in my key. Like, we would be progressing further if we had a different spec. Boom, 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 boom. And I can basically heal the mage through this first one, right? Yeah, so he pain supped himself there, which is fine, because that's, like, better than pain supping me at the wrong time. He might as well, like, some Dispriests think that pain sup is an external just for the tank. I do need dispels here, right? It has its niches. I'm not saying it doesn't have its niches. Fire Mage has a unique damage profile, which does make it much better than it sometimes appears to be. Like, overall is not the point of bringing a Fire Mage. You bring them because they're immortal, provide a group buff, which normally you want. It helps the healer, but we're playing with Ret Pally and DK, so it doesn't really help them, right? Yeah. Like actually playing Havoc, you would get so much more value, technically speaking. You would actually get way more value just playing Havoc. As silly as that sounds, you would actually. I need to watch my own health for a second, because the healer will be behind getting that crate, but I will chain pull for our stacks. And then I just watch my own health as this groups in. That one Blood Blast did actually go off on me there. And then I have a Vortex Typhoon, so that this thing doesn't cast. And we bark myself. I need to make sure I have a defensive running for the next one, because I did decide that it's much better for me to just hold Incarn here. I have some off healing here as well, but I do not Incarn. I do not Incarn this. I just SI. I would actually rather SI than Incarn this. But I have some off healing here. Good. The next is all the divers, though. Let me see if we have cooldowns. We don't have cooldowns. We have no cooldowns right now, kinda. Is it worth it? All or two? You gotta tell me right now, though. So I need to know if I'm pulling all or two. Just two. Okay. That's fine. I just needed to know. The Flying Bear. Yeah, I like the Flying Bear. The Flying Bear makes me happy. Yeah. There's only one kick here, then. So I'll get the other one. I really feel like all the divers in here would not be a problem, especially because I have Incarn, which I just have to hold now, because there's no way I'm Incarning this pull. Like, there's just no way. Yeah, Flying Bear always makes me happy. We can actually stop these. Might be worth stopping all of them. Like this. Oh, did he get hit by a bomb? He totally got hit by a bomb. Holy shit. The DK actually just got hit by a bomb and lived. He flew up there. He went flying. Alright, so then you just soothe this next. I'm assuming you just soothe it, right? I actually haven't skipped this next, but they asked if we could skip it here. I feel like this season is weird because it's almost always the truth that you just want group buffs. Like, you just almost always want group buffs. Like, group buffs are the thing that you are looking for in keys. Because you just want everything to buff each other, right? But actually, this season, you have, like, classes like Unholy DK, who technically don't have a group buff, which normally is a huge disadvantage for them. But actually, this season, they're just so good that it doesn't matter. Like, that's actually the problem normally. You're playing with a bunch of specs right now that actually don't really have a valuable group buff. Like, you can consider Grip and If, you know, but yeah, they have Water Walk. That's true. That's true. They do have Water Walk. Don't forget about Water Walk. It's a big value. The funniest thing is that it actually is value this season. You know that? It technically is, because if you're skipping bubbles, Water Walk is actually very helpful. It's the only time I think I've ever seen... Well. It's not the only time I've ever seen this, right? Doesn't DK get... No. It doesn't have, like, any sort of damage buff to the group or anything. It's just tanky. It does really good damage. Like, it's not... You're not regretting bringing a DK at any point. But it technically does not provide Chaos Brand, like a Havoc would. Or it doesn't provide a Druid buff, which Mark of the Wild is huge. It doesn't provide a Shaman buff. Like, we're playing without a Shaman right now. I bet you if you replace the Mage with an Ellie Shami, we get more value, technically speaking. I think you replace the Mage with a Shaman, and you're getting, like, giga value in our group. Like, that would be actually, like, the highest damage comp. But it doesn't matter, because Grip is a group buff. I'll totally take that argument. 100% Grip is the group buff. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. DK provided damage buff just because they're Giga Chats. Like, honestly, right? DKs are just, they're just crack players. That's just the truth of it, right? Alright, there are 2 bombs spawning back here. Nope, we're good, actually. I always forget the red circles. I actually will die too to the red circle, so I have to be a little bit aware. I'm going to grab this one here. And then somebody needs to get that other Dispel off. Okay, I got this one. That Dispel there needs to go. Defensives then. Did we miss it? Defensives. It's going to go. We can live one. It's fine. You can live one. Who's getting PI? Nope, the mage is not getting PI. The mage simply does not do enough damage to justify PI, so basically the DK is actually getting PI. You normally would definitely PI the mage. Normally, yes, but our DK is really good, so we're PIing him. We got all the bombs, good. I don't want to hit anybody with this. I was going to go to the side, but then... Good. Alright, focus up. We have time. We have time here. We're like a minute ahead of where we need to be, actually, so we're chilling. Yeah, Lock has Lock Rocks, which are not nothing. Lock Rocks are not actually nothing. I will say that Lock Rocks are not a group buff, right? It's even Mage with PI, I'm pretty sure, is still not doing more damage than my Unholy. We have to... Whoever has the next Dispel has to get this. I actually still think this. Okay, good. Perfect. Good job. It was getting PI originally. I will say the Mage was getting PI. The first few iterations of this key that we did, the Mage was getting PI, and then the Unholy was just like, yo, send it to me. I can do some off-healing here. Okay, there's going to be one bomb in this corner that doesn't quite get got there. Gate skips are cool. There's actually there's some value gate skips this season. We got to get that bomb back there. Whoever the next Dispel is, it's on the DK. We're going to drag over. There you go. So I'm going to hold this Incarn, and then we're going to do the Seaweed pull next. And just remember that as we walk down the stairs, we cannot pull the other things. We're going to get one more set of bombs, but we can still kill this guy because they won't explode. Let me see what I have here. I'm just going to Rage. I won't die here. This wallop doesn't hit me that hard. Yeah, just kill him here. Okay. Careful. Somebody has to hit the button. Can't be anybody. I'll do it then. Yeah, so I have to be careful. Normally, I jump off here to go even faster, but I won't do that here. I can just be in stealth and just kind of watch out. All right, this way. So we don't want the divers. We want this. We kind of want to come like here. There you go, Soothe. Should be here. Because we're going to have cooldowns here. And we need 82%. 82% is the percent we're looking for. Right? My stops first, always. Always let the tank stop first in a key. It's a general pug rule. Very helpful to know. In general, the tank is responsible for stopping first, and then you can do whatever you want after that. Oops. So we just overlapped a bunch there. Now we're going to have some problems. Because these guys are very much going to heal. We had like 3 overlapped CCs. Holy diver, you belong to the night. Gosh, I was also playing Frost. And yeah, I think Frost, I don't know, I just haven't... Mage, if you're playing with a caster comp, don't get me wrong, Mage is actually pretty big value. Like, if you're playing with casters, then you get, like, the Mage buff, and they also do prio damage. But I'd have to actually check the prio damage. Like, do they really do more? So the argument is they do prio damage, but do they really do more prio damage? Okay, so spawn boss, RP. I don't think they do right now. Like, that's the argument, is like, but they're doing prio damage. Okay, I'm just going to stop this. Start RP. Yeah, he starts the RP, I go pull the divers. It's kind of fake right now. Yeah. We had one that definitely got messed up. I just wait for him, because if he's in combat, he can't do this. Good. I don't think we even need a crab in this, but they're also no problem to take, so I might as well just get one. So these are force desynced mobs. Even though it looks scary to have this many of them, they are force desynced. The main issue I'm going to have here is that, I want to move around a bit. I can Vortex and then Typhoon. 82 point something percent. Looking for 82%. This is a kind of a newer route. One harpoon does go off. I have to save Incarn for boss, otherwise I'm kind of inting. A lot of charges go off here. 79. We're a short percentage. I was definitely supposed to pull something here. Just need to know this. Like, it's fine. Why is our timer so bad, though? I don't know if our timer is actually... Like, our timer seems kind of bad. Oracle feels like a lot less damage. He is doing significantly less damage. But he also... This healer said he was new to Oracle, so that might be a huge part of it as well. Lust? Lust on cooldowns, basically. It's a little bit less damage, but you also have the buffs to the other things, though. I don't know. I mean, the thing is that you have to understand, player, they want there to be a meta. You know that, right? Like, they really want there. Like, Blizzard has made it very clear over time that they want a meta to exist. Like, they don't not like meta. Like, they like the meta. They really do, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've made that pretty clear. So, they don't normally like messing with it that much. So, I feel like they might just leave Oracle the way it is. You know, the idea is that you're sacrificing some damage for the sake of the utility. So, maybe they're just okay with it. I'm really curious to see at the end of this, by the way, what my off healing looks like on this boss. I bark now. I top myself up. And then I double top. Easy. Why do you think? It's just how they clearly like the meta. Like, you know how easy it would be for them to just tune the game to balance it more for keys? You know how easy it would be? It'd be super easy, man. But I think that the idea is like, that's just, you have to accept it. That there's just there a meta exists, and that's just what you do. I need to farm back my Incarn, because if I'm a second off, I'm going to die. Ooh. I was almost a second off, actually. I'm good. I don't hold the Incarn, though, for sure. I think we have to trust our timer, but I'm not going to lie. No, wait, no, we said that we were exact percentage. We said that... Oh, last time I was over, because we're pulling the 2 extra electricians. So we're actually fine, by the way. A real bear would just eat that without an Incarn. A real bear then would die. Because these claws are actually like, they're no joke. They really hurt. I'm just making them look easy. I'm just making it look easy because I'm timing everything really well, but, like, it hurts. I would love to see my off healing on this boss. I've had Symbiosis up the whole time, 2 Vigils. I actually think that the off healing is fairly big value here on the mage. Okay, good. We're going to have to trust that this is exact percentage. I think that it is. I think instead of the 82%, because we decided to pull those 2 electricians and we're not skipping bubbles. So 10 minutes here, I think we're okay. We get 1 more lust at the end as well. We just need our healer to be able to do this here. If I was in gorilla form, damn. So that was that's the thing I'm missing. That's the secret tech, I guess. That's the secret tech. Time for the real boss. I don't think he's that bad. He's not that bad. I don't understand why people say he's that bad. Like, he hurts. Don't get me wrong. He hurts, but we have defensives. He AMSs. He does a healing cooldown. Look, it's fine. Like, that's what healing cooldowns are for. That's the whole point of having healing cooldowns. Why have them if you're not going to use them? Fuck it. Even I have off healing that I can send here. Like, it's not... I'm not saying it doesn't hurt, okay? I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. It definitely hurts. I'm just... It's pretty... It's not, like, the end of the world. Maybe at some key level, this actually just one-shots, and you're like, okay, you can't do it. Like, on 17, it just scales out of control. And you cannot... No matter what, like, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. Alright. What's up, cutie? There are some names on Twitch which just make you happy, man. There are some names that just make you happy. Yours is one of them. Because who the f doesn't like cupcakes? If anybody tells you they don't like cupcakes, immediately be suspicious. Alright? This is highly suspicious behavior. If anybody is like, oh, I don't like cupcakes. Like, that's... You can not eat them for whatever reason. Like, maybe you're... Like, I'm allergic. So, fair enough, right? Fair enough. But, like... I mean, come on. I mean, cupcakes are fucking great. Galaxy Penguin is also a big W. That's true. Massive W for Galaxy Penguin. All right. We're going to send the Incarn here. We want these mobs in here, actually. I want these mobs. That first cast is going to be on me. And then I have Vortex. Hi, Clush. We are hopefully getting this 15 right now. That's the idea. The idea is that we're getting this 15 done. Is there a difference between muffins and cupcakes? Yeah. There's like a huge difference between muffins and cupcakes. One of them is a breakfast food, and one of them is also a breakfast food, but it's better. They're both breakfast foods, but basically... Okay, they're both breakfast foods, but like, one of them is better. That's the best way to describe it, yeah. 15 flood? It should... We have it right now, technically. Well, 7 minutes... Like I said, our timer is a little bit suspicious. Our timer is like ever so slightly suspicious, I'm not going to lie. And we do need all of this. So we need these two casters here, right? Oh, that double cast on me was actually a little scary, I'm not going to lie. All right. We should go around the stairs here. I kick this in. I stop this. And then I vortex. Okay, we have to get this next skip right, though. We have to get the next skip. The next skip is the thing, by the way. 0.2 seconds. Oh, damn. I feel bears feel... I know it's not meta, but bear feels like I am... You know, not only am I immortal this key, but I have off healing. Like, I have a lot of value I bring to the table here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel really good this key. I don't know if other tanks struggle here at all, but I have felt pretty much immortal. He went over the timer. But, oh, it's the 0.2, but it rounded down, by the way. Soothe first, yes. Yep. There we go. Soothe is done. Good. Hug the wall. Yep. You hug the wall here. There you go. Everybody make it? Good. Let's go. If we do these two mobs right, all right, which are not easy to do. I hate these mobs, all right? Listen, these mobs suck. And I have to be careful, because if I get hit by any of these circles, I'm dead immediately. The skip gives me... My heart is beating so fast right now. My heart is beating literally uncontrollably fast, all right? I fucking hate that skip. That skip gives me anxiety, okay? Because then right after that, you don't even get a chance to calm down. Right after that skip, you're immediately here, all right? You're immediately into these guys. These guys are no fucking joke, all right? They hurt a lot. I have Bark, and then I'm going to hold that Lunar Beam, because actually I might die if I don't. Cool. I got a tier set proc. Very nice. Very nice. Here we go. If we kill this, we have enough time for boss. If we do boss cleanly, like, we're fine. I have to consider whether or not I need to SI right now. I don't know if it kills me. I just hit the SI because I think I can live boss without the SI. Okay. Please tell me this is percentage. It is, right? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're good. We're good. We go boss right now. Can't lose. We chain immediately so nobody loses stacks. My Eye of Kazan is still stacked. My DK doesn't lose any of his stacks, so everybody's happy. Cool. Yep, we can't lose from here. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Whoa. Okay, this boss actually does an insane amount of damage. You can absolutely lose the key from here. All right. Look, I taught myself. I have Bark up. I also have this. I'm fine. Can't lose from here. We have the Giga Zaps. Just do the mechanics and we can't lose. It's just we have Lust coming up too. I'm going to have a Roar for this. Look, this is Druid utility right here. Look, I have a Roar. There you go. I'm going to get around immediately because I have to be more careful than they do. I think mine didn't hit. I have to get mine through here, and then I have to position myself so I don't get knocked off. I have Lunar Beam for this, and an immediate hit. There you go. There you go. Ooh, I don't know. These are kind of scary, man. They're a little scary. Okay. For my melee uptime, I should not be trying to kite that much, but it's just a pug adaptation that I've made is, like, not trusting where things are going to be. If I incarn to off-heal this, which I can do, I'll have it for the first Thunder Punch. And I do need this incarn for the Thunder Punch, otherwise I will end up overlapping stuff. Cool. But my damage does matter, because we're not like giga fine on timer. We're just normal fine on the timer, right? This is incarn. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm going to bring him to middle now. The healer just has to pump here. It's a 15, the boss, and we used all cooldowns. The thing is, we used all the cooldowns on the previous pack because the previous pack is scary. Okay, mine's right there. I have mine right here. Good. Perfect. I get into an open area. I bark skin. Perfect. Okay, we're good. We're going to time it. We have lust coming up. We have cooldowns coming up. So if nobody dies, we time. We're not going to encounter a damage check. Like, if nobody dies, we time, okay? That's just literally it. If nobody dies, we time this. It's just about whether the healer... Oh, my God. Myself included. I also can't die, by the way. I'm good. Oh! We did admit the DK died. I have to res. Hold up. Okay, I have Lunar Beam for this. I'm going to take this and go over here. This also might be a health potion from me. I get a tier set proc. Massive tier set proc. That was the one I was concerned about. Huge tier set proc there. I think my Unholy just died with Lust and cooldowns, which is sad. And again, does affect the timer. That's 15 seconds plus this. Can maybe he let me take this? If he lets me take this one, then I can just plan here, and that's much better for my melee. Good. Okay, that was very good awareness for my mage, I will say. I mean, that Lust, we lost a lot of value with that Unholy dying in Lust. We still have time, because we have one more set of Ret cooldowns, we have one more set of Unholy cooldowns, we just need to get through this, right? I have my Vigil up, I have my Incarn, I have as much damage as I can put out. This key is tight, though. I mean, one death at the end, and we're still this close. Okay? But I have to keep melee uptime. Melee uptime is a big deal right now. We're going to be fine on timer, right? But yeah, I mean, this is kind of close. I rebuff my Unholy as well. Alright, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. I almost wish we could commit to this, but we should still do the sparks. Oh, wait, no. Commit. He could eat his with AMS. I can try to stay planted. We time it. GG's. Alright, GG's. GG's. Well played. We did it at the end. Boom. Yay. At the end, we got it.